Mark Antony's name is recognisable to almost everyone. The image it conjures up is normally of a great soldier or general. Films and TV reinforce this idea, with the TV show Rome portraying him as a soldier, a great one, but not quite a politician like Caesar is shown as. The truth is, Mark Antony was not the incredible general he's often thought as. In fact, he was far from it. He was a terrible general. His greatest successes were not his alone. The times he was in charge by himself, it was a disaster. Julius Caesar was a great general, one of the best who ever lived. Antony served under him during the campaign in Gaul and subsequent civil war. He didn't win any great victories himself. At Alesia, the scene of Caesar's most important battle in Gaul, he played just a small part. During the war against Pompey, he was often left behind in Rome by Caesar. When he did join the campaign, notably at the Battle of Pharsalus, he was not involved in a decisive cavalry action that won the battle. That, and the use of a 4th infantry line to win, were directed by Caesar himself. The highest point of his career was Philippi, in the decisive battles between the conspirators and the triumvirate. Even there he didn't show considerable military skill. Had Brutus been a better general himself, he could have defeated Antony's army whilst they were sacking Cassius's camp. The period between Pharsalus and Philippi saw yet more defeat for Antony, as his army was smashed by the 16-year-old Octavian and the Senate. Arguably, it's only the Senate's attempts to marginalise Octavian that gave Antony the chance to even be at Philippi. But it's in the ill-fated campaign against Parthia when Antony's limitations were really shown. Parthia had long been a target for Rome since Crassus was defeated there in 53 BC. Antony led a war there between 40 and 33 BC and made several costly and bad decisions that meant he returned with few victories and a loss of between 20 and 30,000 of his troops. He spent most of the campaign conducting a fruitless siege, and then in a 1-month-long retreat once his men were picked The Battle of Actium was the single worst point of his military career. He managed to lose all of his legions without a fight. He had superior numbers over Octavian, but decided to risk a naval battle against Marcus Agrippa, one of the greatest admirals of all time. Antony fled the battle with Cleopatra, who was with him at the time. There is evidence he had always intended to flee, and by the end of the war in Alexandria, the few troops and boats he had left deserted him as well. He committed suicide shortly after. Antony was not a good general. The moments where he does show promise are far outweighed by the many times his decisions proved disastrous. He served under one of the greatest generals of all time in Julius Caesar, but it seems he didn't pick up an awful lot from him.